get what you got coming. Sometimes you get a little more, but you get what you got coming. You get what you ask for. Adam said to Eve, he made a big mistake. I told you not to listen to that stupid snake. You better get your clothes on, for God's sake. Poor little Eve, she started to cry. She said, I'm so embarrassed that I could die, and I wish you'd get that look out of your eye. You get what you got coming. Sometimes you get a little more, but you get what you got coming. You get what you ask for. Knew a wooden boy told a whole lot of lies. Would have been a good kid otherwise, but now that boy was in for some surprise. Could not keep his big mouth closed. The next thing you knew, he grew a 10-foot nose. And then he caught a cold, that's how it goes. You get what you got coming. Sometimes you get a little more, but you get what you got coming. You get what you ask for. Tell you the story of the three blind mice. They all fell in love with the farmer's wife. They could not see she held a carving knife. They all went out to ask her for a date. She started screaming, said, mice I hate, and I think we will have to amputate. You get what you got coming. Sometimes you get a little more, but you get what you got coming. You get what you ask for. I was playing out west at the four-way saloon, doing my best to remember a tune that had been requested by this biker goon with "Oh, I'm gonna kill you" eyes. I repeated the first verse 3 or 4 times, and the chorus came around, just made up some rhymes, and everyone there thought it sounded just fine, and they clapped to my surprise. And the big old biker who made the request says, son, we liked you, pass the test. Your rendition was the very best we ever heard, and I thank him for that. And tears welled up with consternation as he downed a double shot of libation. He said, to show our appreciation, we want you to keep this hat. It was a black leather Stetson with a big wide brim, fancy hand stitching going all around the rim, silver coins on the band, turquoise trim, fit me to a T. And when I put it on, it felt like Hank. No sooner than I'd said thanks when this derelict who drank and drank staggered up and scowled at me. He said, that ain't your hat. I said, it is now. He said it belonged to his old pal, who's still in prison but was getting out the middle of next week. And he's gonna be wanting to get back his things, his gun, his knife, his brass knuckle rings. He hates anyone who sings. You'll probably lose some teeth, but you keep them teeth if you give me that hat. And I'll make sure that he gets it back, like he really thought I'd go for that. He said, this hat ain't his or yours. I said, here's my address here on the card, and if he can read, it ain't that hard to find. I'm staying in the trailer park, lot number 684. was making lunch around 1 o'clock. It was more like a punch than it was a knock. The trailer shook on its cinder blocks. I got up and answered the door. He was big and ugly and his beard was red. And he grabbed the hat right off my head, turned it inside out and said, "That ain't my hat. That ain't my hat. That ain't my hat. Damn thing don't even fit. That ain't my hat. That ain't my hat. Sure does look just like it." Well, I said, praise God, and come on in. We drank tequila and I sang for him. We became the best of friends. We were friends for life. And then came a knock on the trailer door. Said, "That's my new girlfriend from around the corner. Partly waitress, but mostly whore." And he said, "That's my wife." Now, if trailers only came with back doors, I'd have made it out of lot 684 with my guitar and hat. Not much more, but it wasn't meant to be. He was pretty drunk and pretty pissed. He took a swing at me and completely missed. So I wasn't looking for the other fist when it hit me like a tree. I saw a flash of gold and passed out cold. When I came to, my hat had been stolen. My guitar had an extra hole where it took a punch from me. I had one more gig at the four-way saloon. The place filled up like an old spittoon. I seen him coming from across the room, wearing my ex-girlfriend and my hat. I said, "Thanks a lot, gonna take a short break." Put a quarter in the jukebox, ordered up a steak, still sizzling when it slapped his ugly face. I grabbed a hat and ran out the back. He was right behind me when I reached the door, and I ran into someone I'd seen before. He said, "How's your hat?" I said, "Great for sure, but this guy's trying to steal it from me." And there's 6 big bikers and 1 parolee underneath them 12-foot bikers' feet, starting to blend in with the concrete. And I figured that was that. So I strolled on back to lot 684, unchocked the trailer, hitched up the Ford, rolled down the windows, got out before old Red could get back at me. And there was a Stetson on the passenger seat. I could swear it was whispering something to me. I put it on and suddenly I couldn't see. And I realized that ain't my hat. That ain't my hat. Damn thing don't even fit. That ain't my hat. That ain't my hat. Sure does look just like it. In Brussels sprouts from Mars, the computer did all of their homework. Our heroes sold used cars, and the women just take off their clothes. Of course, the Martians are green, and they regret what we do to plants. And they step on people like ants, and the women just take off their clothes. Don't use a nuclear bomb. Do that, you destroy the city. Just try to keep everyone calm. You'll know you're in trouble when the weird music starts. Big as a jolly green giant, shaped like Brussels sprouts. Tell their computer how to make a computer, and the women just take off their clothes. Earthlings, come out, come out. We are only here to help you, said the largest Brussels sprout. Earthlings, don't try to hide. You shouldn't shoot at our spaceship, but so far, nobody's died so far. Sprouts from Mars, the computer did all of their homework. Our heroes sold used cars, and the women just take off their clothes. Of course, the Martians are green, and they regret what we do to plants. So they step on people like ants, and the women just take off their clothes. Gets a blowtorch and climbs up a water tower. The computer sets the explosive charge and it all explodes with awesome power. The water turns into steam and everyone who looked said it seemed just like a dream when the Brussels sprouts got cooked. Now all we need is a little cheese and maybe a dash of salt. Pass the butter if you please, and waitress, take off your clothes. Talking about you the minute you got here. Talking about who you went with where. You and the manager, you and the kid, you with the attitude and the things that you did or neglected to do, as the case might have been. They were talking about you from the moment you came in. They were talking about you the minute you left. Come back late from lunch, looking all out of breath, with a lobster to go in a styrofoam tray. Meant so little to you that you just gave it away. When you got out of that caddy, they ran back to their seats and they typed on their keyboards like the day was complete. They were talking about you the minute you go. Talking about you, voices down low. The day you got fired, no one else was surprised. They didn't talk much and they said their goodbyes, but the whole place was singing. The very next day, your ears should have been ringing from 10 miles away. They were talking about you. Now they're talking about you, they tell a frightening tale. Someone told someone that you wound up in jail. You with all the boyfriends, you with the knife, stabbed them in a fight and tried to take your own life. You on the balcony, you in the grass, getting right back up, saying, come on, try to kick my ass. They were talking about you the minute you got here. Talking about who you went with where. When they wish they were wild and they wish they were tough, they just talk about you and they can't say enough. Now they're talking about you. They're talking about you. Talking about you. Talking about you, babe. In the murky green black of the backwater flats lived the mud-caked girl that I love. What the dogs can't track, she can catch and bring back. She can kill, cook, and skin a buck. Well, I left Georgia in a red hot Porsche, but I run it on the side of the road. One in Savannah, on the lam in Louisiana. How they found me, I never know. Out the back window was Max old Essie with the big shot and bullets for rent. He knew I was a stay when I didn't buy the pain. Throttle down and away I went. I was cruising for an hour till I sputtered out of power. See, Max sells gasoline. Kicked an empty gas can, thinking, oh goddamn, when a woman came about of the green. Emerald Jane, eyes all sparkling like the moon in the water. Emerald Jane, when I get out of here, I'm going back there to Emerald Jane. She motioned me to follow when we waded in the shallow. Said the water's not as deep as you think. She pulled a 10-pound snapper by the tail from a trap and didn't even so much as blink. Barefoot and brawny and her skin all tawny, chopping up a dead tree stump. She's pure desire, she tends to the fire, getting higher than a bullfrog jumps. Emerald Jane, eyes all sparkling like the moon in the water on a windy night. Emerald Jane, when I get out of here, I'm going back there to Emerald Jane. Snapping turtle stew is getting kinda hard to chew. The gator could have used some salt. Then all of a sudden I was down in the mud, never knowing I'd just been caught. I woke up in the boat right where I left it floating. Someone's fingers holding over my eyes. Sheriff said we caught you just before the gators got you, son. How'd you get through the night? Emerald Jane, eyes all sparkling like the moon in the water on a windy night. Emerald Jane, when I get out of here, I'm going back there to Emerald Jane. Emerald Jane, eyes all sparkling like the moon in the water on a windy night. Emerald Jane, when I get out of here, I'm going back there to Emerald Jane. Love is like a train racing past the station. I'm running in the rain to catch a car I'm always chasing. Leave behind the jungles, campfires in the woods. You can smell the kettles cooking, you can tell the getting's good. Drying out my jacket, wringing out my hat, laying out a blanket now to catch myself a nap. Feel those wheels are turning, that's progress on a roll. Freedom keeps the fire burning, but love supplies a cold home. Love is like a train racing past the station. I'm running in the rain to catch the car I'm always chasing. I dream of her in train time, combing her red curls that twist around her fingertips and tumble down in swirls. She sits before the mirror, looks over at the bed, gets up to close a window, wonders what got in my head. When I come whistling up the sidewalk, that old song we used to sing, there's a lot of smiling, not much talk. She still wears my ring. Love is like a train racing past the station. I'm running in the rain to catch a car I'm always chasing. Hear the clicking of the couplings, feel the engine slowing down. Gather up all my belongings, try to figure out what town this is, and I'm so hungry. There's a fire in the woods, some hobo's hanging laundry, and he says the getting's good. And love is like a train racing past the station. I'm running in the rain to catch a car I'm always chasing. Love is like a train. Crooked alligator cross the straight and mud road. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. Now you didn't have to meet him, no, you didn't have to go. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. On a flat black night with the moon washed sky, thoughts so dirty they'd made her mama cry. Headlights coming up over the hill, got more nerve than you got free will. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. Crooked alligator with the long green tail. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. Hot wired a Camaro when he busted out of jail. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. Now he steals his women like he steals his cars. One's too easy and the other ain't hard. He's knocking over the general store. He said, meet me up the hill, everybody on the floor. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. Now Daddy kept a gun under the cash register. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. But you gave him all the money and no one got hurt. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. As the headlights hit her on Hilltop Road, the dark exploded, something let go. Mama cut a letter, put it with the magazines, 'cause everyone was asking where the hell is Charlene. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. Come on, Charlene, come on. Two alligators in a crumpled tin can. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. All twisted and mixed up like alligator jam. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. Well, her daddy was fishing when the sheriff brought the news. He got a strike that he couldn't refuse. Pulled in that biggest lunker and he wanted everything. He hung it on the wall and they named it Charlene. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. Well, her daddy took to drinking and her mom's popping pills. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. But she goes for long walks to the top of that hill. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene. Started losing money and the store closed down. Walmart opened and no one came around. Mama's always crying, you can hear her down the hall. Daddy's only talking to the fish up on the wall. Come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene, come on, Charlene, come on. What's the moon done now? Shining on a train and a car stuck on the tracks in the hard Georgia rain. Chain gang doing road work, sticks that weren't caught, locked his tires in a crossing where there should have been asphalt. And the red eye split the night wide open at the seams, and she came right on schedule and put an end to his schemes. And the moon that watched it happen from back behind a cloud heard the thunder clapping. What's the moon done now? Couldn't be the sun, had to be someone. What's the moon done? What's the moon done now? From up there tonight, made two people fall in love at the same to have a fight. She called him a drunken bastard, he called her a lousy whore. He set the house on fire and left her lying on the floor. And he would have got out easy but for the schedule of a train. Justice comes down swiftly in the hard Georgia rain, and the moon had let it happen from a tree just like an owl. Heard the sirens asking, what's the moon done? Couldn't be the sun, had to be someone. What's the moon done? What's the moon done now? What's the moon done now? While the sun was asleep, the two people make some promises they knew they couldn't keep. If they hadn't closed the bar when the power flickered out, he would never have good drink and gone back to the house. Seen a man get in the Packard, tip his hat and speed away. $20 on the bedside, being all there was to say. Cause the moon can't keep a secret, and when the truth comes out, leaves the drunks and hookers wondering, what's the moon done now? Couldn't be the sun, had to be someone. What's the moon done? What's the moon done now? Disappeared behind a hill, left a hole up in the sky, and for a while all was still. The stars that gave up shining and the wind just held its breath. The clouds didn't dare to move, the sun was scared to death. And a baby woke up screaming and a dog began to bark. Birds refused to sing and the day just came up dark. You could smell the smoking oil as you rubbed your sweaty brow. It's too real to be a nightmare. What's the moon done now? Couldn't be the sun, had to be someone. What's the moon done? What's the moon done now? 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 Brenda was a smart girl, her teachers always said. She'd go on to college, she dropped out instead. Her daddy had abused her, her mama looked the other way. She was only 16, the day she ran away. At an open all-night truck stop, the rain came pouring down. She sat out in the front lot, wondering what to do now. When he caught her in his headlights, and he somehow felt her pain. Opened up the truck door, said, come on out of the rain. He wasn't trying too hard, she guessed that's what she liked. They drove all the way from Georgia to the Jersey State Turnpike. Said he liked to listen, but he hadn't much to say. They run out of things to talk about, miles back along the way. She woke up to find it raining like machine guns on the cab. He said, we're laying up for supper, this place don't look too bad. You go get a shower, I'll be at this table over here. She came out, couldn't find him, she knew he left her there. That was back in April, since then she'd gotten hired at that truck stop waiting tables where events had once conspired. But she kept in her anger, she concealed her pain. Bought a sawed-off shotgun for when he came back again. She cut all her pretty hair off, dyed what was left black. Then she worked and waited, and she knew that he'd be back. And he wouldn't recognize her in her uniform, she knew. He'd be thinking about his getaway, she'd know what to do. He finally showed up with a skinny runaway who staggered in all sleepy-eyed and robotically obeyed when he sent her to the shower and opened up the bill of fare. Watched until the door closed and then bolted out of there, just in time to see a waitress with a shotgun taking aim. Had a tanker full of nitrogen exploded in the flames, and the gas pumps all caught fire, and the diner went up too. The waitress, she just vanished, all they found was her shoes, melted in the pavement underneath the neon sign that has been burned and broken, but still standing all this time. So you thought you saw the light on from a distance, it's a trick that your eyes play when it's raining or the fog is really thick. But you're not the first to turn here and find everything burned black. They say that neon sign was on until a few hundred feet back. Don't the gas pumps look like headstones for the dreams she had that died? It's raining all around her neon where she stood that night and cried. Did you catch her in your headlights? Could you feel her pain? They say that she's still out here in the Route 17 rain. Brenda was a smart girl